So today I'm going to talk about being overwhelmed with my transition again.
Okay.
I think I talked with you about it last week. So I feel like, I don't know why, because it happens every year to one GA, but like the department, there's always like a mid-year switch. So like someone will quit and then they'll have to switch one GA to be a GRD.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't like, I love housing, but they don't have a protocol for that. They don't have like a training list. Like you don't go through any formal training. They just kind of like throw you in and you're just like, good luck. Call me if you have any questions. Like
just a few, right?
Yeah. And so I think, what is it, the 13th or something? Like I've been in this job for a month now, like literally a full month. And even like yesterday, I got a message that was like, hey, is this done? And I was like, what is that? It's just like, she was like, the deadline was due like yesterday and I didn't receive this from you. And I was like, that's because I don't know what it is. Because you never told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I just like get frustrated that I don't have some kind of like formal, at least checklist of like, this is the stuff you need to cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just like.
Have you thought about asking
if they have a checklist?
if they have any like formal documentation?
I asked, and they do have the training schedule from July, so they may be able to use that, but they haven't. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like they had all these training sessions in July for like the GERDs coming in and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like they haven't even took a glance at that to be like, oh, we need to go over this with her. Like it was just kind of like, I let them know the night before that I would take the job. The next morning I went into the LLC into Chris's office, and Chris just like fumbled through, well, we need to do this and this and this and this, and it was like so overwhelmed, and I feel like I still haven't recovered from that. like I know it was like a month ago, but it was just like even yesterday and this whole week, it's just been like, oh, you missed this due date and this due date, and I'm like, that's because I don't know what you're talking about. Like you genuinely have just not told me what's going on, and everybody else knows what's going on,
right?
So they don't think to ask if I know.
So have you considered maybe asking one of the other GRDs?
Yeah, there's only one in South Green, in my complex, or my green, and it's Michael, but like, and he's really helpful, but at the same time, like, again, it's just like, they all know what they're doing, and they know what to expect, they know what's coming up, and there's no like formal calendar that's like,
right, so
this.
Would you think that their lack of ability to help is kind of related to it just being second nature to them at this point?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I don't think it's like malicious at all. It's just like they all know exactly what they're doing, and like I don't think we even have any first year RDs. Like they've all at least been through 6 months of working for housing, so they know how to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this week I'm trying to catch up on conduct, and I just learned how to do purchasing today. Like all this stuff I'm having to learn while taking classes, while like my RAs are very like, they have feelings all the time, and so I'm telling you, like I think like 6 of them in the last 2 weeks have had meltdowns in my office, like crying, blubbering meltdowns, and like we've had to deal with like 3 really severe cases where people are either on probation or fired in the last 2 weeks, and so like I'm like cleaning up everything that like was being ignored, as well as like, you know, just trying to learn the basics of the job. So I think that is what's overwhelming, is there's not enough time in the work week to learn and
handle the crises.
Yeah, and handle the crises.
And school on top of everything.
Right. And so I found that like I've been getting really behind in classes. And I just genuinely feel like I don't know what I'm doing, which drives me nuts, because I'm like an overachiever when it comes to work, and I'm like really intense about like I have to be the best. Not in any other aspect of my life, but like work, especially student affairs that I'm so passionate about, I'm like I have to be the very best. Like, and so it's really like weird. But yeah.
What does being the best mean in student affairs?
It's just like I want to have everything like I want to be the best GRD on campus, which is so stupid. Like, I don't know why I'm competitive about it, because it's not a competition. But at the same time, I'm just like I want to have everything turned in a week ahead of time, and I want to have all my, like, for classes, I want to have all my assignments right a week ahead of time. And so I put this, like, pressure on myself that doesn't even need to be there. Yeah.
Is it really stupid, though? So there might not be a GRD Olympics that you're trying to get a gold medal in, but doesn't that kind of speak to your passion for your students?
It does, and, like, I love working with the RA, so I think, like, I want to be, like, the best supervisor I can be. Like, I think a lot of it comes from the passion. But when I'm trying to, like, juggle, like you said, like, the crises and training and school, like, all of those take 20 hours a week. You know what I mean? Like, that. So, like, realistically, I'm working, like, 60 hours a week right now, and I'm not, like, time commitment wise. It's just, like, it's affecting me mentally, where I'm putting so much pressure on myself to do the best, you know.
And so do you think then that pressure is impacting school too? So it's not just that school takes a lot of time, but you're also you're not fully there maybe?
Right.
When you're doing it?
Yeah, I think, like, where I went through orientation with the program, like, I know what I'm doing with classes. I know when the due dates are. And so that's, like, the most, like, I mean, that is crazy because, like, projects come and go, and, like, we have random stuff like this that we have to do, but, like, at the same time, like, I know when the due dates are, and it's not like mysteries are being thrown at me.
You
like this
the structure.
Job. Yeah, I like that I know what to expect. Like, nothing's a surprise. Like, so I think I put that off till last because the crises and the random, oh, by the way, this is due tomorrow and you don't know what it is. Like, that stuff is all last minute, and so I think, like, school is, like, the constant for me right now, so I'm like trying to put it aside a little bit, but, like, that's not good. Like, I'm here to get an education, so, like, again, I'm hard on myself with that too. Like, I need to not skim, I need to read, and I need to, like, watch the movie completely and stop fast forwarding through parts of it, and, like, stuff that everybody else isn't doing, like, I'm doing because I don't have time. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, but think of it this way, other people are probably doing it too.
Right.
So I think, do you think maybe you're just putting so much pressure on yourself that doesn't really have to be? And so maybe put yourself in, like, someone else's shoes just for a moment. Just think, like, other people are working, right? Have all this.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
We'll just cut the video off there.
Yeah.
Actually, can I have my phone real quick?
Yeah.
Or at least